Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Taken from about the 12. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through the defense back on its heels.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cowboys at 4-11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goedert. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Pollard will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Touchdown, Cowboys! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action. Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Throwing now is Allen. Eluding the pressure right.
That one tipped and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's second down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They run for the first time with James Cook.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Give him a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it still brings up 4th. Incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points, but a little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
No gain on the screen there, and 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Here's Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Under pressure, and down he goes. Ed Oliver has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they said.
Touchdown, Bills! David Njoku, 28 yards.
And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
A first down throw for Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The offense on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Bills are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
On 1st down, Allen. And that is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On play action, Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. $13 yards remaining on second down. Out of his end zone, Prescott. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. It's fielded at the 45. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. To the air again, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
On the return, here comes Lewis.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. First down, Prescott. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's got room at the 30. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Gregory Rousseau
in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 32 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him, and his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Prescott now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Allen. He's going to air one out. And this is caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz with career touchdown number 70, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting?
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
His pass caught at the 4.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
James Cook hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Prescott. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
3rd and long for Prescott. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Prescott's throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Prescott to throw it. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for Moore. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And again, it's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he gets it up past the 35.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Third and short yardage. Prescott throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lewis. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. One last shot now for Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Buffalo,
they get a critical 10th win on the year with one game left to go.